Alright everybody, welcome to another video. This one is going to be kit bashing interlockings for dummies. So as always, let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey everyone, you're watching Goose and the Caboose Productions.
Okay, so intermediate step number one. I'm not going to show everything. Some of this is going to be, well, a lot of this is going to be voiceover. That's partially because I got a time crunch, but anyways, what we're doing is, yes, I've already rebuilt this 3 times, so this is the 4th. But long story short, there were a couple tracking issues with the Mikado, and to fix them, as you can see, we've got our turnouts here. We've got a Pico, what is it? SL180 something, video Reyes code 75 right. We have a number 6 right. We have a number 6, this is Ensign Frog, number 6 left, Electro Frog. And then we've got our Atlas number 6 left. We've got our Atlas number 6 right, and we've got a Pico Code 100 medium radius left-hand turnout. So first thing I've done for prep, first thing I did for prep was I already had the holes drilled out. So first thing I did was I desoldered the feeders, got the old turnouts up. They're sitting off over there to the side, and pardon the mess, but this is right in progress, so what do you get? Filled them up, and then I went in and put some drywall compound in there, smoothed it all out. This is going to take another day or 2 to dry. I'm thinking about 3 days. And while this is drying, I'm going to be taking some crossover PCB ties from Fast Tracks. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to kit bash interlocking. So what I'm going to do, like over here, where's an example. You see, for instance, this turnout, when I was taking the spring out, this kind of came out, which it would have anyways. I'm going to just take those head block ties off. I took the head block ties off of this one. I've taken the head block ties off of that one. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the PCB ties, and basically I'm going to slip them in here. So this is a rough way to do it, but those tracks are like that, and then we'll simply have our PCB ties over the top there, and so on and so forth. And of course, these will also become new head block ties for this turnout and new head block ties for this turnout, and over here they'll obviously lapse. So I'm doing that, and their benefit, of course, no rail joiners. I want one nice smooth flow of track work all the way through. And then over here, this turnout has gotten mangled from me moving it 3 times, which the rails, they're loose. So this is going to get a couple new PCB ties, but here they're also going to come over and they're going to come under this track and under this track. Going like, probably like this. I'll probably skew them a little bit just because to be parallel with the joint. But then of course this will stay here and whatnot. So that is the progress. So that's where we am. This is prep work. Phase 1 has been prep work. This is all done. It's all ready to go. Step 2, we are going to tackle getting the PCB ties on. So I'm going to put the camera on the tripod. I'm going to get to work and enjoy the voiceover of, well, part 2. Getting the ties lined out and soldered on and everything. So let's get into it. Alright, here's a quick in progress. So as you can see, we got those two soldered up. We got this soldered and joined. I just finished, as a matter of fact. And we've got those soldered. As you can see, I left where'd it go? A really small gap right there. So I'll go in with the Dremel and trim that. And graphics, technically, this is signaled. This is on the yard district, unsignaled, so I need a gap right there. Essentially, this is one district, this is the second. But I'll get to that in a bit. Like over here, I left room right between those two ties to gap it, and some room between those two ties to gap it. Then I'll put filler pieces. This will get soldered eventually. You see the alignment isn't too shabby. That's going to be, well, one of the things I'll tackle next. But they're in. The only thing I have left to do now is add a couple of ties here to conduct. I can't talk. Conduct electricity between these two rails and these two, so essentially jumpers, and then put one in here to do the same thing between these two rails and these two rails. And then over here I'll just have to, I'll probably have to have shears that come down, run over here and go down someplace, because I don't want to drill into the 1x4. And as you can see, got to trim this up a little bit. I don't think I'll touch it too much. Actually, I think the only thing I'll do is add one more PCB tie on here to just anchor the ends of this, and then trim it. And then at some point in the future, but I'm not going to worry about this now because I have to get this running, because I have some family coming. I want to get this going. But anyways, way in the future, that track will be like that. I'm going to come back through, take this, and add a whole bunch more PCB ties from basically there all the way up to the table joint and get that as one piece. And then come in here and add a bunch more clear across, because this goes to the engine terminal or will, and just add them all through in here. Done. Which I might still have to do that, come to think of it. I think for now, if I do anything, I might just super glue some plastic ties in there just to hold it. Well, or either that or I'll figure out a way to solder them in here. I don't know. I'll figure out something. And of course, I gotta trim that track, but I mean, it's coming along. I'm excited about it, so I'm going to pull this out and get back to work. Enjoy the time lapse of this next section, and I'll see you in a bit again. Alright, so here we go. The project is pretty much finished. Now I'm going to set that aside. So it's finished up. I didn't get any video clips of this because I was rushed for time, but I went ahead and added about 4 or 5 in here, gapped all this. I probably do need another 5 or 6 to get all in through here, but it works. Gap that. You can see where maybe you can't. There's the rail joins right there. It's nice and anchored. But I mean, you can't tell that's a joint because you can't see the rail joiners, so I think that came out well. And then of course I went in and gapped it with the Dremel. So the next step, and I'm gonna rabbit trailing, but sneak peek, I got stuff done over there. I'm working on getting the layout ready to move. Once I get that done, I'm gonna come back and then I'll put the ties in there and get all this track spray painted and whatnot ready for scenery. But I didn't film this to talk about that. I filmed it to show that it's finished. So now that it's finished, moment of truth. Dun 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 dun. Let's go ahead and do some test running through it. So yeah, let's run. First consist up is going to be my other Broadway Limited Mikado Union Pacific number 2485. We're coming on the main line through the interlocking. So, okay, let me get it off on mute first. Going forward. Okay, that's forward. Oh shoot. Move the other throttle out of the way. And let me go get something real quick. We'll flip it to reverse. It is in reverse. Get those tweezers. Oh. And this is me not playing beforehand, but I don't have tortoises or anything, so I gotta have something to hold the points. Anyways, going backwards through the interlocking. I gotta come back and clean this track too, come to think of it. Apologize for the shaky cam again. and for the clutter. Oh, come on, you. Okay. I was backing through it, and now let's come across like this and through like that. Yeah. Move on temporarily. Okay, I know that's not the best way, but reverse direction, and let's see how this does. Okay, that wasn't the track, that was a loose point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was probably a loose point. Okay. I gotta move my pin again. And of course I didn't go the route I meant to. Now we're going to back through it, and we are going to take the diversion next time. And I apologize for the shaky cam in advance. What? Okay, well, I'm not going to test anymore. No, it works. It works, everybody. Just note, derailments are either from loose points. That's the only thing that's been causing it. But it's staying on track. Electrical conductivity is pretty good, aside from dead frogs there and there in the turnouts. So, aside from dead frogs and loose points, which would cause it, it runs much better. I'm really glad I went ahead and replaced these with all three of these are Pico right there. These are both Atlas, and went ahead and replaced that number 4 with the number 6 left. So it came out very well. I'm happy. I am happy. So next up with all this, like I said, I gotta put more PCB ties in there and get feeders. But you've seen the process, so I'm not gonna bother showing it for us. But that's how to take PCB ties and kit bash dummies. So good grief, how to take PCB ties and kit bash interlockings. And I love it because for those of you who have the room and a commercial turnout fits, but you're just a couple ties shy, you don't want to trim it all the way back to right there because you're afraid it'll get out of, whack, get out of alignment because there aren't enough ties. This suits it very nicely. And then, like you saw over here, move that. And see, this is a power routing, so this whole thing, the points all the way up through here is not power. But I mean, So my point being, a normal turnout would end here, and then this frog would be right here with a normal. I put it up that much. So again, for those of you who want some of the space you can get from custom built track work, but you don't know how to custom build track work, I don't, then yeah, just do this. It works wonders. And this is a good way to start on the path to doing scratch built track for sure. So anyways, as always, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out the novel on fanfiction.net. My still fairly new blog on Model Railroad Hobbyist. Handle is the same as YouTube, Goose and the Caboose Productions. On fanfiction, I'm known as For the Love of Dragons. So check those out. As always, comment, like, hit that subscribe button, and click the bell icon. You'll get notified whenever I upload a video. So this is Goose and the Caboose Productions. As always, saying thank you for watching. Happy 2019. Everybody take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, happy trains.